Skyblock requires billions upon billions of coins for just about everything. Want a shiny new armor set? Consult your bank. Want the next 3 Skyblock levels? Consult your bank. Want to fall victim to the latest crypto scheme? Consult your bank. I am on an ironman profile, meaning I don't have access to the auction house or bazaar. This makes getting money much harder. There are 2 primary paths for ironmen to take: farming and mining. One takes very little prep and no effort. It makes small amounts of money at the cost of your time. The other takes 100 hours of prep to even consider making small amounts of money, and another 300 plus for good rates at the cost of your time and sanity. Obviously, I chose to preserve my sanity. I have nearly 100 hours in the Crystal Hollows. The last time I uploaded anything about my Ironman profile was when I created it, nearly a month ago. This may or may not have been because I had a 1-week Minecraft phase and put 75 hours into Risk of Rain 2, but now this video is incredibly delayed. So it'd be amazing if you could like and subscribe to fund my newfound addiction to spreading copious amounts of cream cheese on untoasted bread. That YouTube revenue has to go somewhere. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, this is a Minecraft video, not cream cheese. My mining gear sucks. Let's fix that. The first order of business is going to be powder grinding, and a lot of it. I'm going to rewatch Gravity Falls while I do this. But we're going to start out in the precursor remnants, since I'm going to need a bunch of automaton parts to eventually do nucleus runs, and also you just get slightly more gemstone powder here, which is really, really nice. But once I get a bit more mithril powder, I'm going to put it all into mining speed and start mining in the jungle with a jungle pickaxe, since I need a ton of sludge juice. So give me a minute, and by a minute I mean a couple days. I'm gonna get some more powder. I've been powder grinding for a little bit, and if I come in here and scroll up and just slap a little bit into mining speed, I think that will probably give me enough. So I need 1500, and the jungle pickaxe gives me 330. With my base mining speed being 1150, I would have 1480, so I need to put one more upgrade into mining speed. Okay, so now I should be able to do it. The only thing is that I actually need to acquire a jungle pickaxe, which they're not super expensive. They just cost 200 sludge juice, which I happen to have on me at the moment. So I just need to find Ottawa. Well, I found a key guardian, but that's not the rare structure that I need. Oh, the compass pointed to Ottawa. Hello, Ottawa. How are you doing? I would like a jungle pickaxe. Thank you very much. But now I just need to throw a couple enchants on here, the standard stuff. But we should be able to just start powder grinding in the jungle, which will allow me to just get sludge juice every time I break a block. This is my life now. I am now up to over 1000 sludge juice, meaning I can do a little something. I'm gonna need 3 gemstone mixtures, which I'm pretty sure I probably have all of the stuff for it. But if I go look at this Jasper Drill 10 right here, you can see that you get 20% more gemstone powder when using the drill. And this applies to powder mining if you hold it while opening the chest. So if I go in here, just a flawless Jasper, 100 Tresorite pretty easily. This I physically cannot do because I would need magma cores, but this I can do. The gemstone drill LT522, I just need 3 gemstone mixtures for that. And I have more than enough sludge juice. I believe it is jade, amber, sapphire, amethyst, and I just don't have enough in the slightest. For 3 gemstone mixtures, I would need 12 of each, and well, the amethyst is close, but I'm gonna need to go do a little bit of mining. This shouldn't take very long. It's not hard to get finds. I should have everything now, so if we just warp back to the forge, I can just go ahead and throw 3 of these in here. Cool. Now, in 4 hours, I will be able to powder grind mildly more efficiently. My gemstone mixtures are done. So if I go in here, I should be able to go to item casting, and I'll be able to make this gemstone drill right here, and it's going to be in there for just 30 seconds. And it's done. So now I can just get a little bit more gemstone powder. Definitely not as efficient as it could be, but it is better than nothing. Now, what I'm working towards right now is eventually getting around 4 mil, 6 mil powder so I can mine semi-efficiently. But the first part of that is getting Great Explorer 20. I'm currently very close to 19, and I want to get 20 before I go to bed tonight. Also, while I'm over here, I should make a bejeweled collar. So for this, I would need 4 refined mithril and a bejeweled handle, all of which I should have. Got way too much refined mithril. I will need to subtract that from my spreadsheet though. And then for a bejeweled handle, I should just need 3 glaciite jewels. And then we slap that in there. So the bejeweled collar gives you 25 mining speed and 10 mining fortune, and it's basically just a worse version of the quick claw, except you don't have to pray to RNGesus. Once that's done, forging in 2 hours, I'm just gonna throw that on my bow. I've been at this for a while, and I have enough powder to go ahead and get Great Explorer 20. Okay, So now powder grinding will be mildly less painful. First of all, the chests are more common, and if I get one, I can just right-click it. So I don't have to actually just wait for the little Osu minigame, right-click all the chests. It makes it a lot easier, a lot faster. But now there's something I need to work on. One of the most prevalent items needed in most forge recipes are gemstone mixtures, and I've been looking into all of them that I need. At 320 sludge juice a mixture, I'm gonna need an absolute ton of these. And there's three main things I'm gonna need it for: Devon, gemstone chambers, and an artifact of power. But for Devon alone, I'm gonna need over 12,000 sludge juice. And I currently have 5,000. Definitely nothing to scoff at, but in total, I think I need something around 30,000 sludge juice, which is just insane. So I'm gonna be here for a little while, but now that I actually have Great Explorer up, I can start working on powder buff. So my powder grinding is only gonna get more and more efficient from here. I appear to have surpassed 1 million of each powder. Please send help. After hours and hours and hours, I have 12.5 thousand sludge juice, which is just a little bit over what I need to make Devon. I will need a little bit more later, but this will work for now. I need a break. So I need to quickly go grind out like a stack or so of each of these finds, and then I can just throw these in the forge and do something else. I now have all of the gemstones that I need. I can just grab a stack out of each of these, and then I can also grab a bunch of sludge juice. And we're gonna put 4 gemstone mixtures in the forge right now. I do need to leave one slot open though, and that is for a very specific reason. So I need to do a bunch of nucleus runs, specifically to get stuff for Devon. It's roughly 50 runs, but there is a pet that helps with those runs a lot, and it's a mole pet. But I need to get into the glaciate tunnels to get it, meaning I need to forge a railroad pass. So let's go complete that quest line. So if we come over to this thing right here, ignore me being on fire, and talk to Gwendolyn, we can start this little quest line. So I need to go talk to Dolan, which I believe I remember that location. So yeah, right over here, and now we have a giant dialogue dump. Then I just say I'm willing to help, but I do need to get a secret railroad pass to give to the Ticketmaster. And now my objective is to forge a railroad pass, which is not super hard to get, but it will be a little bit annoying. So if I come in here in item casting, so flawless ruby gemstone, I can get that pretty easily. Refined mithril, I quite literally already have just like a stack of that, and 8 corleonite. Not hard to get, just annoying. So I think I will probably start on the flawless ruby, which I have a little bit already, but I'm definitely need to go mine some more. And now I have the flawless. So now all that's left is just to find a corleon somewhere. Surely. Oh my god, it's right here. Now time for me and my 7,000 damage a hit to take on corleon. Hello. It is editing me here to say random things while I'm slapping corleon in the background because I didn't want to make a montage. If you were concerned by the random scenery change of swapping from one corleon spot to the other, it was because I waited at the previous one for 15 minutes before realizing that it was bugged. And then I went and played Risk of Rain for 3 hours. But then came back at like, I don't know, 1 a.m. to kill Corleon. A lot. I thought I would have a little bit more to say over this, but I'm sure me in 5 minutes will figure out how to fit a bunch of Corleon footage into about 20 seconds of me yapping. Last thing I will say before getting abruptly cut off by editing me in 5 minutes, you should comment your favorite type of cream cheese. I'm not doing this as interaction bait. I need to know for reasons. I don't have an obsession with cream cheese, you do. Okay, I'm finally done. But now, if I warp to the forge, I can go ahead and take everything out of my sacks, as well as grab 2 refined mithril, and we can go ahead and forge the secret railroad pass. And we grab that, and then we're gonna need to come give this to the Ticketmaster. So right over here, and then I can just give it to him. Cool. And now I can just ride this all the way down to the base camp, which I'll need to get a travel scroll for as soon as possible. But we are here. And now that I am here, I'm going to need 2 mole pets. 1 to donate so I can actually unlock the forge recipe, and 1 to make into the actual mole. So I'm gonna put together a shaft party, and I'm just gonna start doing commissions over here. Basically, my whole mentality with this thing is Gamba. I have dedicated my life to Gamba at this point. I am in love with Gamba. I'm Gamba mole pets right now. I Gamba in Risk of Rain. You offer to the shrine but gain nothing. You offer to the shrine but gain nothing. You offer to the shrine but gain nothing. You offer to the shrine and, ooh, are rewarded. Hapu feather. You offer to the shrine and, ooh, recycler. I Gamba in Skyblock. This is not going very well. Oh god, I'm all negative. Oh. Okay. I also Gamba in Lethal Company. I have made this flask worth 240 credits, and I just lost half of it. And I just lost all of it. What will I ever do? I guess we go again. Alright, so far it's worth the exact same, and I lost half of it. I've lost most of it, and I multiplied it by 10. We are so back. And I lost it all in the very next roll. You know what? I'm putting this rubber ducky. It's going all on red. 82 on red, don't fail me now. No way. We're up. We are up. 164. 164 on red. Red has never let me down. Guys, that was my entire life savings. I lost it all. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do now. In pretty much any game that I play, I will gamba. Like, I even gamba in real life. I'm all in.
A phone. I thought we were playing Yahtzee.
So I want a mole pet, which is gamba, and then I'm gonna use said mole pet to gamba with nucleus runs. I love gamba. That side note aside, hopefully it shouldn't take too long for me to get suspicious scrap. It will be a little painful starting out. Alright, first shaft. Will we get any suspicious scrap? And hopefully I won't die to those guys. They look intimidating. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got one suspicious scrap. I don't think I can really hope for much more other than one per mine shaft since my mining speed is just so bad. But I will just stay in here until I die for the most part. I only got one suspicious scrap, but at the very least, that is a chance to go roll for a mole pet. So we're gonna need to talk to Dr. Stone so I can go ahead and get a basic chisel. I also think that if I talk to this guy, I may be able to get some extra scrap. If I remember correctly, there is an NPC that just gives you a couple to try out, but if not, we have the chisel now. Okay, yeah, no, I was right. I can just get a suspicious scrap from that guy. I already have one in my inventory? Oh, this is a scam. And I guess I have to go get it later then. But for now, we can try our luck. Not a fossil, and yeah, we're not getting a fossil on this one. Because this chisel just has so few charges, if I don't get a fossil in like the first 2-ish clicks, I will not be able to get it. Kinda unfortunate that it works like that, but I just have to get lucky. Anyway, let's see if I can claim the suspicious scrap now. Alright, there we go. Now I can have another shot at it. And again, no fossils. I guess we're just gonna keep mining and hoping to get more shafts. I proceeded to spend the next couple hours painfully doing commissions and grinding out mine shafts. You don't even want to know what it's like to mine Umber with a bad gemstone gauntlet, with your best armor set being Yogg with the topaz in it. Safe to say, it was a little painful, but after a while, I ended up giving up. So I am just very, very done with this. This is extremely painful for me to do. So this is going to be my last scrap of the day, and then I'm just going to cope and grind out nucleus runs without a mole. And last chance, nope. Yeah, I will just have to cope. I also missed a paleontologist. That just adds insult to injury. Well, I suppose it's back to powder grinding. I need a lot of robot parts. I've been in forging hell for a couple days, and well, I have enough gemstone mixtures to make Devon. So pretty much all that I'm missing now is just the Devon fragments. The flawless ruby is gonna take like no time at all to get, so I just need to finish prepping my nucleus runs, which I've been doing a terrible job of doing. I have not played Skyblock like at all in the past couple days. Risk of Rain, my beloved. I guess back to no lifing. I've officially hit 2 million of each powder. In fact, I went a little over. I can't feel my fingers. I'm almost done though. Not really. I need to do like another 40 hours of powder grinding. So it has taken nearly a week and a half, but I'm done. If I go open my sack here, you will see I have every single robot part that I need. Notably, I have 64 FTXs. For some reason, I just got super unlucky on the super light motors, like definitely the lowest out of all of them. I did catch up a little bit at the end, but why do I have so many FTXs? Now, it really only took this long because I was extremely demotivated to powder grind. I really hate doing that. But on the upside, I have 3 mil powder after finishing that, which is about halfway to where I need to be. But with that done, I can do a couple things. Number one, I can go back to my island, and I only have 2 things missing before I can do nucleus runs. First of all, Devon's treasures. Manuli prepped a bunch of nucleus runs and he ended up over prepping a little bit, so I'm just going to be using some of his old Devon's treasures. This should be enough for like 20 or so runs, so I don't have to prep quite as many. And then I also need another 49 more jungle keys, which will take a couple hours. But first to Devon's treasures. And this is all of the tools that I need. I can scroll back through here and I should have 50 sets on the dot. And now the very last thing to do, I need to just run around the CH until I find a key guardian. This won't be tedious at all. This was actually a lot easier to find than I thought it would be. I found it in my first lobby. I quite literally went to bed, woke up, started searching, and just found one. Normally it's not this easy. Well, I guess I'm gonna be here for the next couple hours now. And that is all the keys that I need. That actually did not take very long at all, only like an hour. But it is now time to do some nucleus runs. When I went to go do these nucleus runs, I thought it would be a good idea to stream it. And it was a fun stream. However, it was 4.5 hours long. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this. I'll just go ahead and go cry in the corner. The first step was to actually get a lobby set up. Turns out with an army of chatters at your disposal, you can set up a lobby in about 10 minutes. It goes a lot faster with multiple people. But now with chat promising me that I would somehow drop an alloy on my 22nd 0.5th run, it was time to get started. So we place the first crystal, second crystal, the third crystal, fourth crystal, fifth crystal, and we get our first nucleus run. What do we get? It looks like absolutely nothing interesting. Yeah, no, nothing interesting at all. Anyway, we go for another. All right, what do we get? I am hoping for Devon fragments, jade rolls, anything of the sort. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, prehistoric egg, which I will chuck out, but 2 Devon fragments. I will absolutely take that. Third nucleus run. Oh, gemstone mixture and a ruby crystal. Ooh, I see some Devon fragments. Bob-ombs. Love to see that. 3 Pickanimbuses and a jade roll. Okay, that's a pretty good run. Do we get an alloy? We do get some more Devon fragments. I will take that. Please give me some Devon fragments. Yo, Devon fragments. Needed some of that. I believe I still have the bottom half down, but I'm not sure if I can solve the yellow side. Do get another Devon fragment. 2 Devon fragments. What do we get? I see Devon fragments. Wait, I'm sorry. I got a flawless ruby. Isn't that like really rare? No way. Devon fragments. Love to see it. That is a jade rolled and a gemstone mixture. Those are both very, very nice. Is that a Devon fragment? Yo, and a gemstone mixture? I don't know why I'm doing this with my voice. What is this? Devon fragments? Love me some Devon fragments. Will always take more Devon Ooh, and a jade rolled. I will not say ooh. Devon fragment. There is a Devon fragment here. I will be picking it up. I will not say it. We appear to have another Devon fragment. All right, this looks good. Devon fragment and nothing else. Why is my boot invisible? I got a Devon fragment though. I swear there's no Devon fragments. Okay, there is a Devon fragment. Will it be 2? It is just 1. We are kind of not gaming. Oh, never mind. We are gaming. That is a Devon fragment. I only need 1 more. Please tell me there's a Devon fragment in here. Please. There's not a Devon fragment in there. I had 2 runs left to get a Devon fragment. All right, now we just get the topaz crystal. And last run. There we go. Warp to the crystal nucleus. Place them all down. And I am predicting a whole lot of nothing. Or I could get very lucky and get both things that I need, which is a Devon fragment and a jade roll. I believe I see neither of them there. Wow. Great. This has been some amazing nucleus luck. Would you look at that? I am 1 off of both that I need. 1 off the jade rolled, 1 off the Devon fragments. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a little funny thing. Going to the island, and I have a little chest right here. I'm just gonna, you know, yoink a jade rolled out of that. This is mine now. Yeah, I'm not prepping another run just to go and get unlucky. I'm kind of done. After that rather mediocre ending to my nucleus runs, I decided to finish off stream by playing Geometry Dash, because for some reason Skyblock players have this weird thing about Geometry Dash where so many of them play it for some reason, but that's beyond the point. I decided I would deal with the missing Devon fragment at a later date. Future me could figure it out. Now all that I'm missing for Devon is 3 flawless rubies. It was going to be 4, but I ended up dropping 1 during my nucleus runs. But I need to quickly go mine out another 3, which is going to be really annoying because I don't have an AOTV, but it's Iron Man. Everything is mildly more annoying. I should now have enough for everything. If I go into my gemstone sack, I can just quickly compact all of this. I could use Supercraft, however, I don't feel like it. It's not that many gemstones anyway, it won't take long. And now I have a bunch of finds. So I can just go in here, craft a flawless, another flawless, and another flawless. And I just grab one out of here, as well as my gemstone mixtures. And we should be ready to craft some Devon. Last thing I need is these 23 Devon fragments, which I'm still missing 1. Oh, what? Wow, that's crazy. How did that get there? Oh no. Oh no, I have 24 Devon fragments. The exact number that I need. Oh wowie, whatever will I do? This is a really stupid bit. I'm just gonna go warp to the forge. And now what we can do, we can go to item casting, and we have Devon right here. It's gonna take 23 hours, but I'll probably just put all my powder in a quick forge. But if I just click a couple more buttons, I will have a full set of Devon. Now, it's definitely nowhere near finished. In fact, in this state, it's just worse than my Yogg. So we can do some stuff while it's forging. Namely, I'm gonna need some stuff for gemstone chambers. And for those, I'm gonna need a singular gemstone mixture, really not all that bad, and some more membranes, which will be complicated. Now, I did put down a fishing minion a little bit ago, and I'm currently fishing 17, meaning I have unlocked waterworms and poisoned waterworms, so I am able to get worm membranes. The only problem is that I actually need a fishing setup, and I'm thinking the easiest thing to get is probably going to be sponge armor. I believe I have some sponge in a chest around here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. We've just been buying a little bit from NPCs here and there. Then I should also have a little bit in my backpack from the fishing minion. And I definitely don't have enough to make a full set, but it will work. Out of the 24 enchanted wet sponge that I need, I have 19. So I guess we will go for the helmet, boots, and why not, chestplate. I'm going to have nowhere near 100% sea creature chance, so I'm going to try to fish up the rest of the sponge that I need. I suppose I can also go ahead and buy a little bit from the builder in the hub. All that will get me 1 more. Lastly, I need a fishing rod. After looking around, I think the sponge rod is going to be my best bet starting out. It's just a couple sponge and a little string. I guess it's time to do one of the worst parts of the game. Early fishing progression. Yippee. Hi. It's editing me here again. The idiot that is recording me, for some reason, decided to record my music while I was talking. I just dubbed over this entire section, and I'm hoping it doesn't sound weird. I really love playing extremely copyrighted music in the background while I'm talking. So I'm going to be coming over to the park, and we're going to be doing some fishing right here. Because first of all, I need lily pads, and second of all, I need a little bit more fishing level after I get said lily pads, and I need to finish off these pants. This may take a little bit. Okay, so change of plans. We're going to be membrane fishing a little bit early and just gonna kind of cope. You know, I only catch something like every 20 seconds or so. This is a little painful, but we are gonna go for worms. I'm putting together a party, and let's just hope this doesn't go horribly wrong. But before I went and actually started worm fishing, I realized that I needed something to loot share with. The easiest answer to that would just be to go into the entrance and get a Dreadlord sword. And once I had that, it was on to pure unadulterated tedium. So I've been fishing for a little bit, and I have enough worm membranes for 2 chambers at the moment. Currently, the plan is to just do 2 chambers a day. It's not too bad, but I will eventually get the 20 chambers that I need. But for now, I only have 1 open slot, so if I go grab some of my gemstone mixtures, I can go ahead and throw 1 of these in here, and the rest I'll have to wait for my Devon. So I just woke up. I'm gonna go ahead and warp to the forge since my stuff should be done. Come in here, and yep, there we go. We have full Devon and a gemstone chamber. I think we're replacing the glazite. Devon is going to be going in my first slot. This Devon, for the record, is very just not good, but I will be working on making it better. Now we can go ahead and throw another gemstone chamber in here. Also, you might notice a couple new recipes in the forge. We will get to that later. But for now, the next thing I can do is go to the hub, and we will be able to slap a reforge on it. I happen to have 4 jade rolls in here, which one of them I very legally obtained, and I do not have enough coins. Wow. You know what? I apologize, Millie. I will pay you back later. I believe in total this is going to be 1.2 mil, and now we have full jaded Devon. Then we can also go into the anvil, and I guess we'll start with the helmet. I can go ahead and... oh, no. It's in the mines, not in the anvil. You think for how much time I put into this game, I would remember how something like this worked. Yeah, we can come in here, and we will unlock the topaz slot. I mean, I guess I have spare topaz in here. I'll go ahead and throw one in. Why not? Still way worse than my Yogg, but we are getting there. All right, so you know how I mentioned more forage recipes in the last clip? Well, Better Mares came out today, and I've been doing a little bit of checking around. And while a bunch of it I cannot get because coal has not been mare yet, and I need glossy gemstone, there are some things that I can do. And I've been intentionally holding off on getting the previous best mining equipment on Ironman because I knew this update was coming, and all the equipment in this just outdoes all the previous mining equipment by a long shot. So starting out, we have the mithril equipment, which directly upgrades into the titanium equipment. And now I could get the titanium equipment. I have pretty much everything for it other than the refined mineral. Actually, I have 71. I may just be able to get the titanium equipment. How much would it be for the full set? So 16 times 4 is gonna be... yeah, no, I just have enough for full titanium equipment. Okay. I have a goal for today. And the best equipment, which is just the gemstone equipment, nowhere near getting that. I need coal to be elected again. And then the last new thing is Devon's powder coating, which will buff mining by a ton. And I'm gonna need to do a bunch more nucleus runs for this, but I will not worry about this right now. So for this, I'm just gonna need some enchanted mithril, which I should just have. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw all this in here, and in roughly 40 minutes, I will have this done. And I believe the next upgrade requires 1 refined titanium each, which I do just have in here. I have been just forging some stuff prepping for a 655, but it's fine. I'd rather use it on this right now. My equipment should be done. Go ahead and grab all this, and I'm just gonna need 4 refined titanium and a stack of refined mithril, which is very, very doable. So I can just go ahead and start throwing these in here, and in a little over 3 hours, I will have some better mining equipment. I say better, but I will actually have some mining equipment. The rest of my stuff should now be done. Come over here. We also have a gemstone chamber, but I now have what should be the second best mining equipment, and I believe this is also the meta for like mithril mining and stuff like that, considering that the other set is just an entirely new set. This isn't used to upgrade into this. This is just a new thing. So I suppose now it is back to worm fishing. So I've done a bit of fishing, and I have enough for another 2 chambers. Just need to quickly grab some gemstone mixtures, and I can just go ahead and slap these in here. It's currently 2 a.m., so when I wake up in the morning, my Devon will officially be usable. I have awoken from my slumber. That is a really dramatic way of just saying I woke up. But it is time to go warp to the forge, and we will finally be able to make my Devon Devon useful. We have 2 gemstone chambers, and now we can go warp to the mines and put some topaz in here. So if I grab both my Devon and my Yogg out of here, I can go ahead and slap the leggings in here, unlock the topaz slot, same thing with the boots, and then I can come and take the perfect out of here, as well as the amber, since I won't be needing that, and another perfect. And both of these can go on my leggings and boots respectively. The amber can now just sit in here with all my other mining stuff until I have a use for it, but now my Devon is officially better than my Yogg. So I'm gonna go mine out some gemstones and make it look a little bit more pretty. The first thing we're gonna be starting with is 2 perfect topaz. So I can finally have close to max pristine. Won't be able to get there quite yet, but I can get a little closer. Give me a moment. So the lobby just closed, but I have a little bit of gemstone. Probably enough for about 1.5 perfects if I had to guess. So if I quickly do the whole super crafting thing, and I just take these out of my sack, let's see how many flawlesses I can make. 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I take these 2 out of my backpack, that means I'm at 9. And I need 10 total, but I already have 2 right here. So I can just take this out of my chest plate, and we now have enough for 2 full perfects. Give me a moment to kill Bao. Twice. And we grab 1 crystal, go to the forge, and we can slap that in there. And this one was already dead, so we got a 2nd crystal. We're back to the forge, and in 20 hours, we will have 2 perfect topaz. Now, while I'm waiting to finish the rest of the chambers, I believe I'm going to start working on maxing out this gauntlet, doing Jade, then Amber, and then the other 2. Because when I inevitably don't need this gauntlet anymore, I can just put the other 2 gems inside an artifact of power. But we are going to start with Jade. My topaz is ready. I can just go ahead and claim that. And we can warp back over to the mines. And I will need to go ahead and take this flawless out, but I can put a perfect in my last 2 pieces. And now all that we are missing for max pristine is an artifact of power, but that will be for another day. Right now, I need to go mine Jade. Now, I could go set up a Magmafield's Jade route. However, I cannot be asked, so I'm going to go find a Mines of Devon. I will be intentionally griefing my own race just so I can be lazy. You know, not like this is significantly less efficient or anything. I just don't feel like setting up a route. Give me a minute. I've been doing this for a little while now. It's taken way longer than I wanted it to. I'm definitely setting up a route for anything else, but I should have enough gemstones. If my mathing is mathing correctly, this should just be 5. And my math did math correctly. I just need to quickly go and grab a jade gemstone, and I'll finally be able to forge this. And that should be all of it. And now we just warp to the forge, and I can just slap this in there. Now I think we're gonna do amber next. I now have an amber route, and I very much so regret not bob-bombing it. This took like 30 minutes to mine out by hand. I should just not be so stingy with those things. Time to mine for another hour. I've done a little bit more mining, and I should have more than enough to make a perfect. If I remember correctly, yep, I do have a spare flawless amber in here, and we are gonna go ahead and warp to the mines and take the other flawless amber out of my gauntlet. I did overmine a little bit, but I'm gonna use that extra amber for some other things. But now I just need to do the funny compacting thing, and I can craft another 3 flawlesses. Great, now I just need to go find some structures. Well, here's King, hopefully Queen is in this lobby, and here's Queen. We just do a little funny and become more stinky, sneak past the guards by very obviously teleporting in front of them, and get an amber crystal. And last up is just to go back to the forge, and we throw another one in here. Now I've been mining for like the past 5 or 6 hours. I'm gonna take a break and go do an American thing called blowing stuff up in my driveway because it happens to be the 4th of a certain month. No way. What is this? The Forger? Yeah, no, I have a perfect jade done. The ember's still cooking for another hour and a half, but I can go ahead and slap this in here, take the fine jade out, put the perfect in, and I think we're gonna do the sapphire next. That one looks fun. This is some really invigorating gameplay. My senses are stimulated. I now have a ton of sapphire, and I can go ahead and craft it into 5 flawlesses. And here's the last one. Now I just need to go up into the precursor city and get a sapphire crystal, which I'm just hoping that I have enough robot parts on me. Also, this is certainly something. Didn't think chunk errors happened in the crystal hollows. Moving on, so it looks like I have everything but a singular super light motor. Okay, let's just see if if I can get one. So yeah, this is not happening. I have next to no magic find. I will just wait until I go powder grinding eventually. But for now, we're gonna go do the amethyst. I'll worry about this later. Due to me having some extreme skills when it comes to video continuity, said I was gonna go get an amethyst perfect last clip. It's now been like 6 hours and I've just been sitting here doing nothing. But due to that, I have a perfect amber. So we're gonna do the funny, warp to the mines, and I can go ahead and apply this. And now that is all the useful gemstones maxed out. But now I actually will go set up that amethyst route. One moment. After a significant decrease in sanity due to the stupid purple worms that spawn from these things, I should have enough gemstones. We just need to do a little bit of compacting, and now I can just craft 5 flawlesses. And this time I've done a little bit of preparation, and by preparation I mean I found a key guardian on my way to set up this route. So time to go do some parkour. I'll just go ahead and give this guy a key, and let's see if I fail basic parkour. I do not have very much confidence in my skills. I have not done the jungle temple in a while, as I normally cheese it. Okay, I don't appear to be as bad at parkour as I used to be. Let's get rewarded with 2 free chests on here. And now I get the amethyst crystal, so I can warp to the forge and put this in here for 20 hours. Now I just quickly need to respec my Heart of the Mountain tree for powder mining. And I was gonna go on this whole spiel about like, wow, now I need to powder grind for a while. This is fun. But apparently I managed to pick up a super light motor somewhere. I don't know where I got this, but I have it now. Well, time to find a precursor city. Hello, Professor Robot. Would you like some of my wares? And the last one. And we get a sapphire crystal. And for the last time, I can warp to the forge. At least the last time this video, probably. And I can slap a perfect sapphire in here. I went ahead and put some stuff into a quick forge. So in a little under 14 hours, I can come back here. My gemstone gauntlet will be pretty maxed out. I did a little thing called waking up. Then I went and did my taxes. But the forge is done. I feel like the last 10 clips or something have just been me at the forge, but I can claim these 2 right here. We can again warp to the mines. Now I just need to quickly take these 2 out, and we can slap both these in here, and we have a funny, very nice looking gemstone gauntlet. Purely cosmetic change, but like, you cannot deny that this looks much better. Yeah, the last little bit of this video has just been working to an entirely cosmetic change. You're welcome.